I spoke to Bill Jones earlier. He's the former Washington bureau chief for the Executive Intelligence Review. I asked his take on discussions between Wang and Jake Sullivan.
It seems as if there's a certain desire on the part of the Biden administration to try and at least try and bring it back to the level that they had after the Woodside meeting in San Francisco. There were a lot of things, of course, that they're agreeing on and working on. AI is one, climate change is another. We also had recently a meeting between the financial officials to try and get some coordination on that very important issue. And I think there is an attempt, given the fact that we're running into an election season, that they would want to try and bring some stability to the relationship going into whatever the new administration will look like. All of the problems, of course, still remain on the table. I'm sure they were discussed. There are a lot of things that still stand between the two. There's a lot of good talking the talk, but not always walking the walk that still remains to be done. But I think it's really a step forward that the two are meeting. And this is, of course, the first time that Jake Sullivan has been in China as National Security Advisor. And that's also an important step.
As you know, this is a very complicated relationship between the two largest economies in the world. There are many areas they don't see eye to eye. Taiwan, South China Sea, trade practices. Is it just a matter of these two countries managing those differences and perhaps trying to find areas that they do agree on?
Well, that's the case at this point, although these other areas, given the tremendous significance they have for both countries, really have to move towards some sort of a resolution in order to have a really stable relationship between the two countries. China, I think, has always views the United States somewhat as a partner, hopefully as a friend as well. But the U.S. still has so many caveats with regard to the relationship, especially on the issue of high technology, which is so important for China today, especially after the third plenum, that as long as that's being contested or being criticized or undermined, there's going to be problems going forward. And the fortunate fact is that China is not the cause of our economic problems. We can do certain things to get back in shape to what we were, a decade or more ago, and we could do that, but not by penalizing China. We are kind of undercutting that possibility. And I think these problems really have to be resolved more than they are at this point. And hopefully, as these discussions continue, and they will continue, and this is the important issue, that contact, that connection is maintained, I think we will probably get to a point where we can at least move forward to some extent on those issues which divide the two countries.
All right, we'll leave it there. Bill Jones, thank you.